land. God forbid. Okay. Question. We Habakkuk was doing. We find that why you should stop it. Why don't you? So can you hear Habakkuk saying these things? So I want you to write down something this morning. Number one, why doesn't God seem fair? Fair. Is there a space there for you to write that down? Because there's verse 1. King James means this. It means oracle. It means a dooming prophecy from God, but it's okay. It's dooming. And in this dooming prophecy, how long I cry out. Justice, wrongdoing. Can you hear the guy's heart? I just, the conditions are appalling. Chaldeans, the Babylonians, about to enter. What's going on in our... And even I want to write to embrace to wrestle on the name. But Habakkuk, now listen to me please. Habakkuk is doing everything the God he knows, he loves, and he serves. Really hard. And what's happening is everything that's happening goes against what he believes in his country. Now, Habakkuk is wrestling with God. Okay? This is not a sitcom 30-minute sermon. How many people were raised? Have you watched Happy Days when you were 8? Yes. Happy Days. Enjoy. It gets okay. we answer some prayers, have some coffee, go home and like it's like a or for God for a breakthrough in finances and God gives you $30 million. Or can I say, the years that you can have a marriage and you think it's cheating on you, guys, blames you and leaves you alone with 15 kids. That can be a life, can't it? Even as a believer. Okay? Or you thought things were going great, but then suddenly you get this bad medical report. You fight it, take your chemo, praying for you, you have a great victory for 3 or 4 years, and then that rotten. Life is not a sitcom, is it? Taking that job away, I'm going to get a better. Suddenly you find yourself, you're highly educated, you've got a doctoral studies, then your education life is this from a biblical. And we say, just trust in God, and that's true. To pray. That hard, dark valley, we don't quite know what to say. At the moments when your faith is frazzled and your faith is... Come on, I'm being brutally honest here this morning. Point sometimes in that valley, okay? If faith is... God doesn't feel good. And this is exactly what Habakkuk is feeling at this particular point. You can do something about it, but you're not. It's not fair. In verses 3 and 4, he says this, why do you make me look at injustice? Tolerate wrongdoing. Destruction and violence are before you. There is strife, there's conflict everywhere. The law is and justice doesn't prevail. In other words, he says this, God, I really don't think what you're doing is right or fair. How many people can see that? Okay. It's not right. It's not fair. Come on. You know someone who's kept their virginity so they can get married as a virgin and suddenly who slept around is now married to a nice guy and got kids. Maybe, you can't conceive kids. Pray, you come. That's the valley that some of us will go. My son, and he's still. God, I prayed for my daughter, and she's still not doing. Who's with me? Yeah. Okay. First, write that one. because fire fear what happened to his daughter, and they prayed about it. He walked away from God. There's conflict in that particular family, and there's brokenness. So, I want to talk about this, okay? And look, if we're honest, look, let me ask you a question. If you were God, would you do things differently? Come on, take off those hats. I'm not going to put my head up in church. I'll get hit by lightning if I say anything different. You think it when you're in that situation, don't you, God? If I were you, right now, come on, be honest. How many people think it? Just give me. Put your halos back on. Looking for answers. And all of these Old Testament writers are to God. So you can do it. And a particular book called Barclay, a good book. The crisis from the church. And great, really good. They go to Robina Town Centre. God, give me a praise God, and they get it. And God, then okay. They got their God. They're not engaged. They start to pray. Their kid gets sick. What happens? And they are confused. Henry Barclay, in this book called Experiencing God, says almost every believer goes through some sort of process like that in life. And they end up with two options. And he says statistically, it's one group of people, they simply deny that they have a problem, and they put on a smile, praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Okay, that's one group. Another group, they walk away from church. They say, I tried God, I tried the Bible, it didn't work for me, hasta la vista, baby. And they church. But in his book, so one is to pretend, and a lot of people go for number two, they just simply walk away. The third option, in his book he says, when you've got questions about in your faith, if you're in the middle of what Habakkuk you can pretend you're God, Justin. with God. Listen. The trial's joy, but as part of that trial, you've got to embrace God. Amen. You can put on a happy face and be happy, happy, happy. You have to do that, okay? Or you can. A lot of people do that. Or you can embrace God. You can cling to God and hold on, and God starts to speak and give you peace and confidence. True